How about you try it one more time? There you go. If it doesn't work, then I'll step in. But how about you go and you try it yourself? Because you have to learn to handle these things.
Hello.
Hi. I don't like being called names.
Huh?
I don't like being called names and you don't either, so why do you call me names?
I didn't call you a name. I
Hey,
told
then
you.
you called me loser.
I didn't call you loser. I said, no, I
You
didn't.
said I'm the loser every time. That's a loser.
Here, when you talk, you go up and you talk to your father. Let him know how you, don't cry. Tell him how you feel. Look at your father. Go up close. And you look at him face to face and you tell him how you feel.
I don't like when you call me loser. Because you call me loser.
I did not call you a loser. I told you. I didn't.
You did.
I did not.
You did.
Are you going to let me tell you what I called you or what I said?
You
What I
said
said?
that I'm a loser and I'm
I
gonna lose
did
every
not
time.
say you were a loser. I
You
said,
did. Said I was a loser and I'll lose every time.
I did not say you were a loser. I said, if you don't listen, then yes, you will lose every time. Because you don't listen. You're hard-headed. You like to do things your way. And I'm trying to teach you how to play the game of basketball and how to get better.
I know how to play basketball.
See? Exactly. See? That's my point. You feel at 6 years old that you know how to play basketball and you
But
know
I
everything
do.
to do. Okay, you do.
You're trash.
So my question is, when you play basketball with your friends, why is it that you don't succeed or do well? And why do you get frustrated when you lose a knockout? And why do you get frustrated when you lose in course? And why is it that you don't play one-on-one? Because you don't like to use, because you lose often. Why? Because you feel like you know everything about basketball. I'm trying to teach you how to be better at basketball. I've played it.
I know how to get better.
Okay, you know how to get better at basketball. Again, this is my point. This is my point. You think you know basketball, you think you know how to get better at basketball. No one can teach you anything. And until you learn how to listen, you're going to keep losing. Because you're hard-headed. That's the truth. You don't listen.
I know, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna lose every time.
Tariq,
Because if I'm hard-headed and I win, what do you can say about it?
if you win, I will tell you good job. But if you win, it will be, you will lose a lot more times than you will win until you learn how to listen. You know how your friends get better? Because they listen to people. You know how your friend Jaden gets good at basketball? Because he listens to his dad and he listens to his older brother. That's why he got better in basketball. He just work out of bed having basketball talent. He learned. He listened to his coaches. He listened to his parents. He listened to his brother. You don't listen. You have a dad that is a coach and your father, and you don't listen. Who's played basketball, who's played football, and two sports you're very good at. You are way more athletic and talented than I was at your age. The difference is I listen. You don't. And until you listen, you will not reach your potential as an athlete. Even in the classroom, if you don't listen in school, you will not reach your potential as a scholar. You don't know everything. And until you realize that, you're going to struggle.
Do you know what makes a great leader?
What?
A follower. In order to be a leader, you got to make a great follower. And do you know how you become a great follower? Is you find people that are good at things. Let your mouth go. You find people who are good at things that you're interested in, and you find people who are better than you at it, and you sit and you watch them and you learn from them and you take from them. You pull from their advice and their talent and their skill, and then you emulate that and you practice it, and that's how you become better. But if at 6 years old you don't want anybody to tell you anything, your talent is gonna stop at 6 years old. And when you're 16 years old, you're gonna have the talent of a 6-year-old. But if you want to increase your talent, you have to be willing to be moldable. Do you know what Play-Doh is? What can you do with Play-Doh?
I can can make stuff out of it?
You can make things out of it because Play-Doh is very soft, right? And whatever you want it to be, you just mold it and you create it. Can you create something out of that cinder block over there? Out of that piece of curb? Can you pick that up and mold it into something? Why not?
I could if I was strong.
No, you can't.
It's hard.
Why can't you do it?
Because it's stuck to the ground.
Because it's stuck to the ground. That cinder block over there, or that little piece of curb, that's an example of you. Can't help you do anything because you're hard and you're stuck to the ground. You want to be like Play-Doh, where you can be molded into something wonderful. Okay?
Your favorite player is Steph Curry.
And Steph Curry,
And he takes 3-pointers.
Right. You know where he learned it from?
he learned from his father.
His father, because his father was an
His
NBA
father
player.
was a basketball
You
player.
know how hard it is to grow up and your father is an NBA basketball player? Because
Yeah.
everybody feels like you're going to be an NBA basketball player. That's a lot of pressure.
Well, you weren't in the NBA.
No, I was not an NBA. I'm using Stephen Curry as an example. So if
Don't try to play my husband.
That's okay. So if Stephen Curry wanted to make it to NBA like his dad, what do you have to do?
Practice and listen.
Practice
Yes.
and listen.
Yes.
Right? I'm telling you that you have more talent than I did at 6 years old, but you need to listen.
So we're going to work on listening, okay? All right? Give me 5. Good work.
Did I say anything wrong?
To him?
Yeah.
No. No, absolutely not. I thought you were fair. I thought you were great. I don't like to see him cry, but he needed to hear. He was upset because you kept calling him names and he kept asking me to talk to you. He came over to cry.
But I didn't even call him a name.
I know. But we need to teach him to learn to be articulate. And like when he has a problem with somebody, instead of always running to mommy and daddy to fix everything, even if mommy or daddy is the cause of his emotions, he needs to learn how to articulate his feelings.
How to be coachable too.
He does, and I think we did a double whammy. So, good work. You did well.